Alrighty, back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Finally. Couldn't play Sunday, couldn't play yesterday. Thankfully, I can play today. And hopefully the rest of the week with no issues. Alright, what was I doing? Alright. Go there and then go there. Haven't found any fast travel points that way. I'm guessing this is a village, maybe. But I don't want to do that yet. This is what I'm gonna do. Not gonna go there, but for now we'll go there, then fast travel there and visit that guy. Put a bunch of potions on my pouch, but I don't remember what they do, so there is that. I want to cook that if I can before I... How do I do that? Can I get in there? Aha.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zherovska stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
Boiled wolf meat.
They found a dead body.
I guess I should have used the dry rack. Oh well. Alright. Oh yeah. I remember I wanted to see what the hell these potions do. So the first one is Nighthawk, is to be able to see at night. The second one is Strong Artemisia, which gives combat things. And the third is... also combat things. Okay. Doggy. Let me give you some.
Here you go. Take it.
That. Nice. Let's go, doggy. I have some icons on the bar. Oh, this one from the baths. And I have armor broken. Can do that. Man. And I can't fix it. I need to find the blacksmith. I might need to actually go there, then go there, find the blacksmith. Maybe get some repairs done and then go over there. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Doggy. You're free, right? I don't like that you have to keep it pressed. I don't think there is a choice though. Yeah, it makes it very uncomfortable to speak to people or give orders to the dog when you have to keep it pressed. Kinda annoying. They made it core of the game right now. You can reply to people and they expect a reply. So it's very awkward. I do like that these guys didn't respawn after I cleared them out. Okay, so go to the cart and turn right. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is there something here?
What?
Search.
Oh, I guess you do that only when you suspect there is something there. Okay. Not sure how that works. I need to have a chest somewhere to keep my things. Maybe I should put them on the inn. And I can just rent one night when I want to access them. That guy looks like a trap.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Put that away before you hurt someone. Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
Hey, order.
Scarlets.
Interesting, whatever.
You don't look much like a nobleman.
It's great.
I'm not. It's just when you say of Skallets, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name
If you like the first game,
yours.
this is just
How did you come
so far
someone?
better.
After a fight,
And they are
my opponent
pretty unique in what they do.
I give them a right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
I really, really like it. Some of these games are made for me, I think. Oh, just great. You don't hear that often nowadays. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, I guess. But so far, I'm really enjoyed it. Like, I played 11 hours and they passed like that. It's gonna be a really long game too, which usually I'm not a fan of, but some games can pull it off. I'm hoping this is one of them. It is very Witcher 3 in some aspects. On the whole, get lost in the world, just find random quests, stuff like that.
You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels.
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who refuse to pay their debts, as long as I'm getting paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
That doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from so-and-so. After that, it's none of my concern.
A mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your fighting
That's the vibe I'm getting. Lots of dialogue and NPCs. Quite a rich world. Yep.
involved.
Great music. Great art. I enjoy the combat as well, although for a lot of people it wasn't that great, but I have like 400 hours on Mountain Blade, and this is very similar. So I really like it.
What are the rules?
I have two. One, always put some money down. Two, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right.
I mean, I'm okay with Elder Scrolls combat, so yeah. Didn't love the Elder Scrolls combat, but for Skyrim at least, which is the only Elder Scrolls game I liked, it was fine. I often, like 95, maybe 90% of the time, completely ignore combat to get to the good stuff, which for me is story, atmosphere, stuff like that. I very rarely play a game purely for gameplay reasons. This is why I don't like Nintendo, as you know. I'm all about the story and atmosphere. Alright, let me fight this guy and probably lose badly because I don't know how to fight it.
Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your stamina. How about that?
For a lot of people it isn't. Like a lot of people put gameplay first, but that's okay. We each have different needs. Like some of my favorite games are pretty poor, if not outright broken, combat-wise when they came out. Like for example, Witcher 1, the combat was not great, but I love that game. Alpha Protocol, the game was completely broken, but I played it like 7 times. Planescape Torment also didn't have a great combat, but fantastic game, you know. And others will play things like in the Elden Rings because they enjoy the combat. I personally do not, but alright. Whatever.
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win.
That guy is expensive as hell. They also kinda make combat easier. Ouch. The mace hurts. Than the first game. The first game was much more hard combat-wise. Both archery and melee combat. And all of the things I love about this game
Good fight.
is that you basically gain things by using them, right?
Perhaps I'll
Like you gain alchemy by doing alchemy stuff. You gain combat skills by doing combat.
It's a good idea to
Gain
start
strength by doing combat or,
stretching your body a
you know, running around.
You won't strain your muscles as often. This may sound like cheap advice, but it's not something that should be underestimated.
This is my favorite way to do level ups since I played Ultima Online.
You're a dead man!
What? Random bandits in the middle of nowhere?
No!
Hit them, dog.
This! Show your stuff!
Where are you going? No mercy.
Bleeding, fucker!
Thank you, God, leave me be.
You fucker! Now you're gonna die! Police, stop the bleeding.
Where are you going? Suffer no bandit to leave. Also, they have loot, you know, so.
Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed!
Yeah, too late.
This doesn't look good. Saka, I need a
Alright, not bad. Personally, I can adjust my expectations depending on the game, like I don't expect a story at all on Nintendo games. But I can forgive a story-driven game, shallow gameplay, yeah. I'm fine with walking sims, sure. Adventure games, personally I love them. Like I played a Star Trek game that came out last year. Resurgence, I think. Maybe. I really liked it because I'm a big Star Trek fan. The gameplay was, you know, the usual Telltale gameplay, but the story was cool, the world was cool, so yeah, I don't care. There are very few games that manage both. For me, like Returnal. I love that game. Gameplay was awesome, story was awesome, but very, very few do that.
That's better.
Soma was great, for example, and the gameplay was a walking sim. Alright, we're gonna
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
loot everything. Well, we won't loot everything because I don't have a lot of space, of course. But we'll loot what makes money. I wish I had my horse. Which I don't, unfortunately. How is this? Oh. Maybe he stole it from someone because it's not like I'm stealing it from him. He's dead and he was a bandit. Nice. I'm not sure I want to get these stolen things. I don't know what happens when you try to sell them. I guess I can take them and save and see. Bag of holy nails. And that I can eat. Okay. I got overburdened. Because of course I did. Also my armor is breaking. This is worse. This is... Is it longsword? No. Can't find a single longsword. I only find the short swords. Which is annoying because I'm spec'd in long. This is interesting. This is of better quality, right? Because that's the 3 and the golden icon. This is 2 and silver. But it gives 17 more stab, 14 more whatever that is. You get less bashing, I think. But it seems like better to me. It is more expensive too. I wonder if I have the order wrong and it goes from 3 to 2 to 1. I don't think so. Actually, it might. No. That wouldn't make much sense. Kinda feel like longswords are gonna be heavy and slow. This is true. Also, don't... This is the only game I've used shields. Usually I don't like shields in D&D or in tabletops or in video games. I prefer just one-handed weapons. But I have the have some skills for it. I think. I also really like that the way you level up is by getting perks, and you can basically customize your character however you like. That is nice. That is also nice. Yeah, that is... They have a build here that you can use one-handed swords, like a long sword or short sword, without a shield. And you gain a bonus on your skills, which is really nice. And unlike the first game, I feel like you can actually do pretty good with firing with a sword. And you don't really need the shield as much. I might go for something like that. This is very specific. I think I'll go for this and then we'll see. Maybe sell the shields. In the previous game it was very hard to parry with a sword. Like you needed the shield, which is logical because in medieval times it makes total sense you be as protected as possible. Alright, how would... Let's use it, and we'll see. Again, it's weird that this is much higher in price than that one. And it's better too. I thought this indicates better quality, but now I'm not sure. Maybe they don't have a lot of long swords because they didn't actually use a lot of long swords at the time. I was watching a swordsman who was explaining how unrealistic video game long swords are. Like that happens with everything, right? Play any shotgun in any game and it's the most unrealistic thing ever. It fires like for 2 meters and then it doesn't do any damage. That's not like how shotguns work. In real life, they're completely inefficient. It depends. I also follow some people on TikTok which do a lot of demonstrations and how much better some weapons are from other. Why they use really big swords even though they're kinda unwieldy, and etc. Stuff like that. Big swords are great for ground control because they are heavy, but they're not that heavy. They are well balanced, so you can basically keep multiple foes occupied. But they are not precise like a shorter sword. Who knows? The whole play thing is insane too. Like, you see in movies or games, someone having plate and everything does damage, and most things wouldn't pass the plate mail. That's the whole reason you wore that. You would get hit in connections, like armpits, stuff like that, but you needed bashing weapons really to do a lot of damage, and even then. Well, for now I haven't found any longsword, so as far as this game goes, doesn't matter. I mean, if we're talking pure medieval times, you need a shield. There is no way to fight. It's only like in movies and stuff where people need to look cool that you could fight without a shield. It would be completely idiotic to be in a fight and not have a shield. Nice, that's better. How is that better? It is cheaper. Maybe because it's broken. I need to fix this and then see what they are actually worth. Because I think when they drop in durability, they also drop in stats. Yeah, I see that. So they have -20, -13, -4 because of the condition. Alright, so definitely I will fix everything and then decide what to keep and what not to keep. Man. Stolen God knows where. Again, I'm not sure what that means, but alright. I think I need to go back to town to sell. Medieval times must have been shit. It was. I mean, combat is shit in any time. It's shit now, it was shit then, it was shit when they had the muskets and they stood in rows and just fired at each other like idiots. Must have a pretty compelling reason to do combat, otherwise you shouldn't do that. Doggy. Doggy, you need a horse. I'm leaving behind so much loot because I don't have a horse. I'm also hurt. I would like to sell and sleep. Can fast travel, maybe. Maybe I will do that. I don't know. At least you can move in a decent speed, even while encumbered. It's not the whole Skyrim, or you can make one step every 3 seconds. I hated that. Yeah. And you get a horse where you can actually, put stuff in. Well, you had the horse, but it's gone now. Hopefully you can find it again. Also, this game is not for people that want action all the time. There's a lot of downtime, there's a lot of going through forests, enjoying the scenery. Sometimes stuff happens, sometimes they don't. So... now I am encumbered, so I got stronger and I got vitality, so I have more stamina. Because I did all the heavy lifting. It is an awesome way to level up. Vitality stats. That is nice. Not sure about that. Actually, that's not bad. That's also nice. This is very important, actually, I'll take that. Being well dressed is very important because it alters how people look at you in this game. Like, if you want to convince someone, you need to look noble. It's not just, press the speech button to win. You have to look the part, and you have to also use persuasion methods that work on the specific person. It is very polished. The first game was the opposite. First game it came out, I played on release and it was broken as hell. There were quests that weren't working, I was crashing. I still love the game, but damn. I had lousy performance, which part of it was my PC, to be fair, but still. This looks extremely good. Look at how you come through the field to that farm. That's so good. I haven't had a single bug so far. The performance is like 80 FPS. And that's 80 FPS with me playing in 4K and everything on Ultra.
Show me your wares.
Which is pretty insane. And while streaming. This guy doesn't buy any of my shit, but I can sell maybe the meat.
Word about the price. All right, I'm listening.
Yeah, the performance is pretty insane. Man, I get no money for this, but whatever.
Is this enough?
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more. Aye, you'll convince me with that price.
Also, like right now, right? My character is super bloody and dirty. So if I want to go and speak to someone, they might not accept to speak to me because I look so bad. You need to clean yourself before you do that. Also here you can do an archery contest if you like, which gives you money and also gives you skill on archery. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Good day.
Let me clean up.
I don't feel much like moving sometimes.
I solved your problem.
Ah,
It is very, very immersive.
Not that one.
It is an immersive sim
I meant the
plus RPG.
I dealt
It's
with
not shallow at all.
Sure he doesn't poach again. The fella scarpered. And he's never coming back.
I'd rather see a noose around his neck. He might have just moved to a different spot. Or maybe you're talking bollocks and you didn't find any poacher. But whatever. If you say he's packed it in, I'll believe you. What choice?
And I love immersive sims personally.
How about
So I lost reputation here because I
me off? Even
came in contact with a poacher,
so I hope you'll
which is basically, you know, the Robin Hood thing. The king owns the land and owns all the animals, and you can't hunt unless you are a designated person. So I found that guy, and he was basically hunting because his family was starving, or at least that's what he said, and he was convincing. So I let him go and told him never to do that again. Otherwise, I wouldn't let him go again. So now I came back to the Royal Guardsman and he didn't like that I let him go.
I'm ready. Where does this poacher hunt?
under the candlestick, where it's darkest. A short way from here.
If you compare it with something like a Bauer game,
I don't go far from the law.
like Mass Effect or Dragon Age,
The problem is, it's a damn big area.
it is very, very different.
All the northwestern woodlands. And it's
There are a lot of systems at play. Reputation systems are not
Poacher.
instant wins.
last time
High stats are not instant wins.
around here. Only I haven't been able to catch him. If you can find him, catch him and take him to the bailiff. I'll sleep a lot more peacefully, see?
Right. Find him, catch him, bring him in. Is there anyone around here who might know something?
Ask the tanner in the valley. Or even better, ask his neighbour, the fisherman's wife. She'll tell you twice as much as that old soak.
Right. Right. I'll take a look around Vidlac Pond for the poacher.
Thanks, and good luck.
Alright, and now we got reputation again, because we... where is my reputation? It's pretty good.
Look what I have for you.
And the dog eats well. Alright, so. Oh. The more the dogs like you, the more you get skills. The more it behaves and orders you. Accepts your orders. The more it stays in combat and doesn't run away. Stuff like that. I love the dog drink. Yep, me too. I'm a big fan of dogs. Send him after wild game. That's nice. Maybe when you have your dog with you, your charisma is increased by 3. That's really nice. That's also really nice. If you have your dog with you, you will appear more threatening and tough to others. This will show in the presence and intimidation skill checks, but also in combat, as enemies are more likely to give up or run away. And if they don't, they'll have a harder time fighting you. Yeah, I'll get that. And its ability has its own tree, right? Where you can pick what you want. Again, system-wise, it's a fantastic game, and I'm not sure I can think of many role-playing games that are this deep. Alright, so we'll do the Potser later. For now, I really want to go to the blacksmith to fix my stuff, so that's what I will do. I'll do that and then go and do the combat side quest, so I can learn how to fight better. Again, this is not a game to go through the main story only. Although the main story was nice in the first game at least. Pretty good. But the whole charm of the game is the world. I feel weird when people just do the main story and don't do anything else. You just lose a huge part of the game. I mean, you don't have to do everything, but I don't know. Usually I do a lot of the side quests, unless they are really bad. Like Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth and Remake and whatever. Those sucked. But I see people, oh, I finished this game in 20 hours, it was very small. And they said that for Cyberpunk, for example, which I finished in 80-something hours. I mean, that's your fault if you feel that small. You didn't do anything. And for games like CD Projekt Red games, especially, like Cyberpunk or Witcher 3, the quality of the side content is as high as the main content. So, yeah. But there are people who play story games that basically skip all cutscenes. And I'm puzzled why they do that. I've read in plenty of forums that, oh yeah, skip. Okay. Oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, why? Oh, the story wasn't good. You didn't watch anything.
Fuck off before I kill you.
What is that?
Get out of here right now.
Sick.
Jesus Christ!
Oh. Inherit is not a great way to fight.
I'll rip you to shreds.
Nice. Again, you can basically talk to them when they give up and take their stuff, or make them drop their sword and let them be. That should be a crime. Yes, it should. It annoys me so much. I've seen some streamers do that too, and I just close the stream. Like I can't deal with that. And also people don't read. Like I've seen a couple of Asmongold's streams in games, and he basically skips all tutorials and then doesn't know how to play the game. Which I guess it works for him because it's entertaining, right? I don't think he does it for no reason. I think it's part of the reason is that people enjoy him floundering around. Like it's... yeah. It's weird. I'll get some of that for my alchemy. I think I need that for a potion. You said the Asmongold keyword. You're not down with Asmongold? The Rose King? These bandits? No. No.
What's that? Hail, pilgrim. If it's good company you're after, that's the one thing we're never short of.
God bless you. God bless you, miners. Where are you headed?
Greetings. Where? To bathe our bones in the fresh air. You know, man. For us, the sun is what you might call a precious commodity.
That makes sense. So you found a nice seam in these parts, eh?
Nah, man. There's nothing here. Me and the Maras are on our way somewhere better. We heard tell somewhere near Sasau they're after yakkers like us to open up some manways and new drift mouths. And there's some nice chink in it.
Chink?
Aye, I could spill it to you, kidder, seeing as you're not one of us. There's no way you'd fit into our breech leathers. Good addling's there for every yakker, you know.
Those colloquialisms.
Did I hear you say something about Sasau?
Aye, man, you didn't know. Sigismund set the whole place ablaze. The mining in Skalitz has gone to hell and the yakkers with it. And the props burnt out and all.
I know the place. I'm actually from Skalitz.
Well then, kidder, tell it to us straight. What the fuck kind of backcast happened there that they ruined it that bad?
Is that scum Sigismund? His Cumans butchered everyone.
Aye, and now Sigismund set up...
Are you getting a vow too? Well, that's a
silver and all.
hard question. I loved Obsidian, one of my favorite companies probably ever. I feel they have fallen off the last few games. They lost a lot of their personnels. The good ones anyway, Avalon and other people. I didn't like Outer Worlds. I played it, I finished it. It was mediocre. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad. I do love the Pillars of Eternity games in the universe, but not only they play different, but the new one is very, very colorful, which is very weird for the world of Pillars of Eternity, which is more somber, at least the games were. So I'm not sure. Also, I have this game, which is gonna take a long time, so I probably will play it at some point, but not anytime soon. The main story was bad, and the companions were bad too. Like, I think the last decent companions Obsidian had was in Tyranny, probably. Yeah, Tyranny. And of course Fallout New Vegas, etc., etc. if you go before. I don't know. The world wasn't bad, but they tried very hard to be funny, and it wasn't. To me, at least. I didn't find it funny at all. But that's a matter of personal taste. Anyway, as far as Avowed goes, I will wait and think on it. I don't have anything else, maybe. It's kinda too bad because I always loved their games.
You can tell me about cleats and breech leathers all you want, but I've no idea what you're talking about.
Right you are, kidder. Lad, it's miners' talk. I should have known from the off we ought to clear that canch out for you.
I hope that's not as painful as it sounds. And how come there's not more of you?
Aye, that's a tricky question. The Maris and Kuttenberg are at it, and Hammer and Tongs, and our
Also tried very hard to make it Fallout, but not Fallout, which is a very weird thing to try.
wells and ditches.
It was very weird indeed.
Whole world right now.
Nowadays, they're so desperate
It
for
was
viewers.
a combination of things that I don't think worked very well. For me, as I said. The gameplay was not bad. Like I played through it and I enjoyed playing it, from what I remember. But I didn't like much else. I mean, I guess it was not bad art-wise too. Although it annoyed me that even though you fixed the ship completely, it was always a wreck. It never actually got fixed. Maybe the second game gets it right. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's gonna come out this year, so.
Why do you have bows with you? I almost mistook you for hunters.
Oh, that? Nothing that peculiar.
I don't have a lot of faith on the developers left in Obsidian.
His royal seal of approval to dabble in a bit of archery. And in Kuttenberg, the Yakkers gather once a year for
It is,
a tournament.
it's like Bioware, right? Bioware is Bioware in name, but the people that actually made the Bioware games are gone by now.
How about you and me have a wager on our shooting skills?
What the hell? Why not? At least it'll while away the time. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
I think it's a good day for a longbow.
All right. What do you feel up to? Because it's not going to be free.
Sure, we'll try it, Wendy. I don't have a lot of faith in anything Microsoft manages. That is very true. They took some really good companies and have produced nothing good. Like Bethesda got Arcane, which is fantastic. Got Machine Games, what are they called? That made the Wolfenstein games. Which Indiana Jones wasn't bad, actually. But the new Arcane games were bad. Obsidian has done like Pentiment and Grounded. I didn't like either of those. And they basically killed their holy cow, which was Halo. Actually, they killed even Forza, which is supposed to be really good and really successful. And it's a fucking racing game. I don't know how you fuck that up. They've done a really poor job managing their studios. Which, to be fair, Sony also has done a poor job the last 5 years. Like, they did an amazing job in PS4, but the last 5-6 years, they gave too much freedom, I think, on studios, and not enough supervision. And that backfired for them. Like, Naughty Dog hasn't done a game in, I don't know, 6 years. They spent like hundreds of millions making The Last of Us Online, the factions. And they didn't even release it. Which was super weird. Even if you don't want to do the games as a serving thing anymore, why won't you just release it for like 20, 30? And let the people play the multiplayer. It was very weird. And then there was Concord. Yeah, that was all Hell's failure. He believed in arcade that much that actually not only gave all the money to it, but made the secret levels video. There are so many IPs, and that game he saw it and said, "Oh, this is great. Everyone is gonna love this." Ό,τι να είναι. Να σου πω.
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is.
This is very.
So,
I don't think they have done a good job.
Until I get
To be fair,
Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal. Get set.
to be fair, Suhei also did some really poor choices. Locking down From Software, for example, like didn't liking Demon Souls the original and letting them publish it by themselves or someone else publish it in the West. That was a huge mistake. Closed down London and the Drive Club studio, which was fantastic. It just needed a second chance. They let Ready at Dawn go, which was a fantastic studio also. But it was still on top of them. I feel like Helst has done a pretty poor job with managing the studios.
Let 'em fly.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. I'm all thumbs today.
God, I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate.
And 2 more points in the bag.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Shot!
God, I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Another 5 points.
Nice.
Well,
I'll take it.
buggered. You won.
And we've got marksmanship too.
Honest, I didn't really think you had it in you. But you've certainly earned that prize.
thank you.
I think Sony put a lot of trust and funds in people who didn't deserve it. Microsoft simply can't juggle anything they've acquired. At best, they let these things get stagnant. At worst, they ruin the franchise. Microsoft also did that. Like, I've heard the common complaint is that whoever runs 343 Studios is abysmal. It's a woman, I don't remember her name. She basically has kinda ruined Halo. Microsoft, Phil Spencer was a fucking disaster for Microsoft. People loved him as a savior, but handling the studios, he has done probably the worst job out of everyone I have ever seen anywhere. And I feel Sony, as I said, they just saw the success they had with a lot of Western studios, where they each made game that sold 20 plus million copies. And they said, alright, just do your thing, you got this. But it doesn't work like that, apparently. Alright, so I think I got a perk too. Yes. Not only money, not only skill, but also a perk. Awesome. This is the first perk I have. The main purpose of archers in battle was not to kill the enemy directly, but to wound and thus weaken or incapacitate them for further combat. The game also, which I didn't mention, has a lot of work put in historical information. If you go to the codex and they try to make the game as realistic as possible, give you a feel on how it was back then. There are issues that are not realistic, but they put a lot of effort in getting historians and writing the world. That's rather nice. It's also rather nice. I like that though. So yeah, they also made a much better job so far than the first game in making perks that are actually really nice, which I appreciate. Again, as I said, so far this is a much improved version of the first game, and I really liked the first game too. You discovered Tachov, however that's pronounced. And it has a fast travel, that's nice. Also, look at this map. Just beautiful. Look at that. Alright. For example, let's see. Location. If you are into history, this is fantastic. I haven't really done it because I'm streaming. I'll probably check it out when I'm not streaming, but it has really interesting information. And also, as I said, the art is amazing. The whole UI is beautiful, yeah, I agree. How to make a UI, and there are a lot of companies that don't actually make UIs decent, which annoys the hell out of me. This is both pretty and actually usable.
What's that?
Hello.
Get out of here, Mud. Call off that dog. What?
Come here.
All right.
Quiet. Go away.
Don't like my dog. How dare you? The music is really good too. Hopefully, I think they have an inn, a tavern I can rest to. Nice. But first, to the blacksmith. Also, I need to sharpen my weapons, so might as well do that first. As much as the throw allows, I assume you can have a full bath. Yes. Basically, washing yourself in the tub gives you, like, up to a point, cleanliness. Like, it takes away the blood, for example. But if you want to be fully clean, you need to go to the baths, which is basically a bunch of women that wash you, and it's also kind of a whorehouse, not only a bath, depends on what you pay for. Or you can go to the river, I think, which I haven't done yet. The bath cleans you completely, and it actually gives you a lot of bonuses. Charisma, stuff like that. Okay, I'm sold. Again, the game has multiple
Blade.
systems working. A lot of them. Alright. Now, let's see.